An armed and dangerous rape suspect was being sought this afternoon by several local police agencies. Weekend classes being offered in basic emergency care could save lives, and residents of one East Alabama community now have access to bus rides around town.
Some strong thunderstorms possible tonight across East Alabama. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. Federal, state, and local law enforcement officers combed a wooded area north of Interstate 20 in Heflin today, looking for a rape suspect from Anniston. The U.S. Marshal's Office issued a bulletin for Andrew Trawick, who's wanted for rape in the second degree through the Anniston Police Department. He was last seen in the Heflin area near the interstate. Trawick is described as a white male with brown hair and hazel eyes, 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 250 pounds. The bulletin states that Trawick is considered to be armed and dangerous. Citizens are asked not to approach him, but instead to call 911 if they see him. A little knowledge can go a long way toward saving a life in an emergency situation. That's why the city of Jacksonville now offers non-certified courses each month in basic community safety. Each session deals with a topic such as CPR, first aid, and bleeding control. Jacksonville Fire Engineer David Bell, who teaches the classes, says it's helpful for the general public to know something about each of those techniques.
We're trying to bridge the gap between the time that the incident happens and the time that we can arrive on scene. And if we can teach the public how to do certain things, or at least get started, that's the biggest thing, is if we can just get started doing something, even if it's just making a phone call, that's going to help us a lot better when we do arrive.
During an emergency situation, such as an accident or a medical crisis, time is one of the most critical elements. Bell says that a lot of important help can be given in just a few minutes.
With CPR, for every minute that you need CPR and you don't receive it, it's between 7 and 10% chance you're not going to live. And with extreme bleeding, it's between 2 to 5 minutes before you will bleed out. So if we can get you to act, if we can get the public to act before we arrive, then those people are going to have a much better chance of survival.
The Jacksonville safety classes are not officially certified, but they do cover many of the same topics as classes offered for certification. Each 2-hour class is taught monthly on Saturday morning. For more information about these free basic safety classes, the public can go to the Jacksonville City webpage or contact the fire department. High school juniors and seniors from East Alabama who are thinking about a career in federal law enforcement will have an opportunity to get a comprehensive look into today's FBI this summer. The FBI's Teen Academy, offered at the Birmingham field office, provides students with classes on terrorism, cybercrime, public corruption, polygraph exams, evidence response, and SWAT operations. Students will be learning from special agents, intelligence analysts, language specialists, and professional staff about investigative tactics that include gathering evidence, interviewing witnesses, and assisting with cases. The next Birmingham Teen Academy will be July 9th through 11th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. Students should submit their email applications no later than April 30th to bhoutreach@fbi.gov. FBI officials say the selection process is highly competitive and not all of the applicants will be chosen. Applicants must be incoming 11th and 12th grade students, live in the Birmingham Division's jurisdiction, and have at least a 2.0 GPA. They'll be asked to submit an essay with their application, and they must agree to attend all sessions with no absences. Getting around one East Alabama town just got a lot easier for some of its residents. We'll have that story and more when we return.
This spring and summer, get it done right with Oxford Lumber, your hometown partner for projects big or small. From refreshing your garden to upgrading your outdoor space, we've got everything you need. Check out our full garden center and gear up on our Stihl showroom, chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Ready to grill? We've got Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone to fire up the fun. Since 1985, Oxford Lumber has been built on tradition and focused on you. Visit us today at any of our 5 locations: Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln. Oxford Lumber, where you're treated like family.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Cleburne County recently cut back its on-demand bus service, and the city of Heflin is picking up the slack for people who live within the city limits. Mayor Robbie Brown says that the city has entered into a 50-50 partnership with the East Alabama Commission to provide weekday service for people with basic transportation needs. Brown says the rides are now available for anyone who lives in Heflin.
They will just basically call, and then we'll pick them up and take them, grocery shopping or wherever they need to go, the doctor's visits within the city of Heflin. We're hoping later to branch out from that and be able to do doctor's visits in Anniston and Birmingham and all, but right now we're learning. We're just learning what we can and can't do.
Brown says the round-trip rides will cost just $2, and he believes that the service will meet a major need in the community.
When we talked about it with the council, we basically said, our citizens need this. We have a lot of them that are walking, there are a lot of elderly that are trying to get to their doctor's visits, and they really don't have transportation, or they don't have family here to be able to take them. So we're able to fill that void, and it's just a service that we're providing for our citizens.
The bus system will not have any regularly scheduled routes, but instead provides door-to-door service for its riders. The city is asking residents to call one day ahead to schedule one of those trips.
It's basically for the elderly and for those that do not have transportation, but here it is. If you call in and you need a ride, then if we're available, we're going to do that. We want you to give us 24-hour notice when you call in to say, hey, I got a doctor's appointment coming up next Tuesday or whatever that may be, and then we're able to schedule that. But if you need one and we're available, then obviously we're going to dispatch the bus and we're going to come pick you up.
Brown says the rides will be available from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. To arrange a ride, passengers may call the city's new transportation number, 256-452-7299, one day in advance. And when we come back, a big lakeside party is being planned for this weekend.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
The 2025 Logan Martin Lake Fest and Boat Show will take place at Lakeside Park this weekend from Friday through Sunday. It's Pell City's biggest event of the year, drawing 20,000 people or more for a weekend of water-themed activities. Pell City has again partnered with the Logan Martin Charity Foundation, the hosts of Lake Fest, for the setup and execution of this event. Lake Fest will feature more than 80 models of boats on display, with several available for test drives. Throughout the weekend, Lake Fest will feature live musical performances from local and regional artists. The annual Friday night fireworks show will honor residents of the Colonel Robert L. Howard Veterans Home in Pell City. That show begins at approximately 9 p.m. On Saturday afternoon at 1, the Mermaids and Mateys Parade is an all-ages celebration featuring the best mermaid and pirate costumes from the region. Dozens of vendors offering handcraft arts and unique crafts and a variety of gourmet food truck options will be serving Lake Fest attendees all weekend. Lakeside Park is located at 2801 Stemley Bridge Road. For more information, go to lakemartinlakefest.com. And John Holder is standing by right now in the Pool Doctor Weather Center with the latest forecast for the weekend.
Mike, the weekend across East Alabama is looking unsettled. We'll have some clouds, some sunshine, but also some rain showers as well. We'll break down the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama next.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. This segment of EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville. Personal, professional, quality.
Here's your EAN weather cam for you on this Thursday afternoon. A lot of clouds out there, puffy white clouds, a lot of sunshine though as well. We're looking west here over Quintard Avenue. This is from the top of RMC looking westward there toward Coldwater Mountain. Pretty much a beautiful day today, but we have some storms on the way. We're coming to you tonight from the Pool Doctor Weather Center, and today as we look at our numbers, 83 for the high, above the average, which by the way, for the first time this year, we reached 80 for the average high temperature. The morning low this morning was very warm, 65 degrees, and that is well above the average of 57 at this time of year. Let's look at tonight. We've got a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of East Alabama, including folks like Cherokee and Etowah counties and places like that to the north. A 60% chance of scattered showers and storms, especially later tonight for the most of us here in East Alabama. That severe thunderstorm watch to the north goes until 10 o'clock tonight. Might be extended further south as we go through the evening hours. The low tonight will be at 60, but much of the evening hours tonight, we will be in a very comfortable 70 degree or so range all across East Alabama. Coming up tomorrow, we're really going to back off on the rain chances. Just a small chance of rain tomorrow. So at 9 a.m. tomorrow, we're at 66 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Again, mostly sunny skies, a few clouds hanging around by lunchtime. We'll be at 74 degrees. And tomorrow afternoon, very pleasant, only about a 20% chance of a pop-up shower tomorrow afternoon with the heating of the day. The high topping out close to 80. We'll say 79 by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. Again, the less chance of rain will be tomorrow. That'll be our least chance coming up on Friday. A 60% chance of showers on Saturday, 50-50 chance on Mother's Day on Sunday. Highs will be in the low 70s during the weekend. Then Monday and Tuesday of next week, that might actually be our highest rain chances. An 80% chance of rain on Monday, a 70% chance of rain on Tuesday. Highs will begin climbing from the low 70s to the upper 70s by Tuesday. By Wednesday of next week, we are drying out completely. High pressure takes over. That means temperatures back into the 80s, 83 for the high on Wednesday. A week from today, we are firmly back in summertime as we head towards summertime very quickly, mid-80s across East Alabama, and in about 8 or 9 days, we might be flirting with 90 degrees across East Alabama. Well, with all these warm temperatures and talking about summertime, that tells you hurricane season just around the corner. That begins on June 1st, and this week is actually Hurricane Preparedness Week across the country and here in Alabama during the storms. And this is really true for tornadoes. But of course, we have hurricanes here in Alabama as well, inland hurricanes that affect us here in East Alabama. So for either of those, whether it be hurricane, tornadoes, anything like that, you want to stay in your safe place during the time that the wind is going on, obviously. Also, you want to have a way to get weather updates and forecast updates, and don't depend upon your phone. A battery-powered radio is going to be the best way to get those updates when power goes off and cell towers and internet are disrupted. Keep in mind that impacts far from the coast. So we have had hurricanes even here in East Alabama. So we can have very big impacts from strong hurricanes this far north here in East Alabama. So this is not just a coastal problem with hurricanes and tropical storms. And local officials, that's who you need to listen to. Don't depend on social media for your information. Go to your local authorities, and they'll give you the latest information about travel, evacuations, and what's happening with power outages and things like that. Just some things to do to stay protected during storms, whether that be hurricanes or tornadoes here in East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow. We will have your Friday morning weather at a glance right here early tomorrow morning. Join us back then. I'll be back here tomorrow night for a complete look at your weekend forecast on EAN Local News.
At Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville, we believe a great pool is where the best memories are made. Family cookouts, sunny afternoons, kids laughing and splashing, it all starts with a pool that's clean, clear, and ready for fun. That's where we come in. From trusted Pentair products to the cutting-edge BeatBot cleaners, plus top quality chemicals and fun accessories, we've got everything you need to keep your pool perfect. Visit Pool Doctor today, where pool care meets family care.
Thanks for that update, John, and thank you at home for watching us today. You'll find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.